G'day, fellas. And welcome to game number 16 of Outback Octagon 4. You asked for it, and it's finally back. We got Cataclysmic on the table. I was going to say on the cards, on the table. Ready to go and, oh my lord, have a look at what we got. We got ourselves a bit of a party in the north of the map. Isn't it funny how everybody converges to one point? It's going to be a tough game for some people here today. You can see Averly in the chat saying, shouldn't we see the score? Oh, well. Well, I kind of like not being able to see the score. You know what else I kind of like? I kind of like early Dark Age aggression. Hey, Scatterbrained, how you doing? He's going for a quick wall. Okay, manages to get it. Now, keep in mind, you can still go through these little parts, so he's just walked right on by him and gone, that's awkward. Still looking to chase it down. He's making his way over towards the town center. He's building this place as his home. Villagers have given up now, so Sass instead moving up towards the north. Now, the question is, who is going to be the one in the best position this game? Oh, I tell you what, we've got some interesting spawns. Oh, we've got some interesting civs. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Spawning in the north of the map, in the color yellow, playing as the Sengoku Daimyo, it's Sass. To his west, in the color light blue, cyan, and teal, with a beautiful spot here overlooking the volcano, we've got CSO on the Ottomans. To his south, in the color green, playing as the Knights Templar, it's Zertan. And to their east, in the color red, playing as the Rus, it's Scatterbrained. Just underneath Scatterbrained, very closely, in the color pink, playing as the Abbasid, we've got Elyona. And very closely next to him, in the color orange, as the Macedonians, we've got Crackety. And our final two players on the edges of this map. In the color blue, on the Mongols, it's Averly. And in the color purple, on the Tughlag Dynasty, it's Core7525 on Discord for coaching. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a caster game. Welcome to Outback Octagon number 4. This is going to be good. It's going to be good for a couple of reasons, but I tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes down, because we have got two players that are going to be looking to shoot fish in a barrel. One player playing on the Mongols, a civilization notorious for its ability to take over games, has got a beautiful spawn. Isolated. Nobody close to him. In fact, his nearest neighbor's got neighbors closer to him than he is to them. A bit confusing, but essentially this guy, and this guy are closer to this guy than this guy is. That's the argument I'm going for. And of course, I don't want to spoil last game, but well, how can I not after that performance? Ladies and gentlemen, Core, well, he's powerful, and I suspect today he may look to find blood in this game. Anyway, welcome to what is, I think it's called Cataclysmic. We've got this beautiful volcano, these beautiful sacred sites. They will be familiar to you from the epic game that was played on this map just last week between Beastie and Marine Lord and a whole bunch of other players, but they were the last two standing. So the question on my mind is, who is going to be the last two standing today? And will they face an epic battle the same way? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. If you don't want to be spoiled, then make sure you turn your eyes away, block your ears out, all that good stuff. Let's see who is on top of the table here. Corvinus 1 sits on 36 points. Daimyo at 22. Puppy Paw down on 21. Beastie on 18. And Core, after going from 0 points, is now sitting in 5th place after his most recent game. Now, he is sitting at 5th place. Rest of this lobby, down towards the lower end of the table, but they will be looking to make their mark in this game. Let's get to it. The age-ups are about to come through. Who's going to be the first one knocked out of this game? And is it going to be Zertan? I reckon it's going to be Zertan. Why do I think it's going to be Zertan? Number one, he is like a piggy in the middle. Actually, maybe Scatterbrained as well. God, there's so many piggies in the middle. Maybe it's Elyona. Oh, God, man. All of these little piggies right here. I'm gonna pick Zertan just because he's got 1 TC or like 1 landmark, so you can just kill the landmark. You don't even have to kill the player. So I'm going to put my money. Zertan, I think, is going to be the first one kicked out. And I think... I want to say Averly for the victory here. It's very tempting after that last game to say Core, but Core's playing Tughlag Dynasty, and we haven't seen this civilization perform yet. We have seen it quite a bit, actually. I think we've seen it in 3 games previously. This is the 4th game. And because of that, I'm hesitant to say I think that he'll do well. So I'm going to put my money on Averley. I think Averley's going to be our go-to guy this game. So let's keep an eye on him. Twin Minaret Madrasa coming up for CSO. In the north of the map, no age up coming through just yet for Sass. He's about to click it, though. I wonder what landmark he could possibly make. Surely it's not the Coca Township getting thrown down right here at the front of the base. Oh, it is. Oh, that's weird. Never would have guessed that. Let's check in on that south side. We've got Deerstones coming up. Dome of the Faith coming up. We've got the Imperial Hippodrome now coming up as well. Let's check in for the age up here. It's going to be the oh my god, the eco wing for Elyona. Good luck, Elyona. I mean, he's got stone nearby. Has he got food? Not really. I don't know how Elyona's going to find a way out of this. This is not an easy spot to find a way out of, but good luck to him. Boar going to be coming up as well here. Interesting decision for Scatterbrained. He's also putting the wooden fortress down to defend it. This wooden fortress doing quite a bit of heavy lifting here. Not only is it going to be covering the boar, but it's also going to be providing this nice cover against this gold vein. So interesting decision to be going for this and potentially aggressive. And we can see that Khan now beginning to come through. All the age ups on the way. How are we doing, Scatterbrained? No age up yet for him. By the way, he's still got a bit to go. Age up coming through right now as well for Zerton. Let's check in and see which way he is going. Zerton? We can't actually see which age up he's taken. Producing. He's gone for the Kingdom of France. That's how we can tell. Can you see that? I never actually realized that. You've got requirements, upgrade, not in progress, and producing. So we know which age up he's taking, because you can't see it on the UI, unfortunately. But that's okay. Anyway, so we know he's taking the Kingdom of France, so those cheaper units also gets access to the Cavalier early on, which will be quite nice for him. That's almost like a pseudo-knight unit. Elephants coming out here. He's got the 7 villagers on standby. The gold's been locked down for the moment. He moves back to another one, throws the outpost down as well. Zerton knows how important it is to keep at that gold access. And so far, it doesn't seem like we've got much aggression coming out until we saw the base of CSO. Notorious in that last game. He was putting out aggression very early on with his French. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find confirmation with any kills. And now we've got something that's a bit peculiar coming out from Averley. A second TC for the Mongols. I don't think we've seen this yet. We've seen them always rush Castle Age. There's a lot of relics to be taken, a lot of uvus to be made. But he's going to opt for a town center, which is kind of strange here. But we'll see how he goes. We will not hold... Oh, sorry, rather, we will hold our judgment. Kremlin now also coming up for Scatterbrained as well. Nice and close to the town center. Good luck to anybody who wishes to take this man out, that is for sure. Back towards the base, though, of Zerton. And he's going into the double stable, so probably going to be looking to spam out those Cavaliers. Trader comes through, gets shut down immediately. Why was there a trader? It's a red trader? Oh. What? Was it red? What? I'm confused. What? Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Never mind. I got it. Okay. It was a yellow trader. It was... Okay, it was the food trader. No, it wasn't the food trader. No, he's making traders. He's trying to trade to the sacred site. Or to the mad... Sass is making traders. He's doing the Drongo Dark Age trade strategy. Get him. Go, Sass. Everybody cheer for Sass now. Unfortunately, things are not going particularly well for him. The trade route has already been shut down here at the 9-minute mark. And, dude, people do not like trade, do they? You can see Zerton in the chat saying, what is this? The spawn from hell. Indeed, it is the spawn from hell. He has got players on every single side. He's literally surrounded. Like, if you look on the minimap, that's him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, even arguably a 6th player, surround him right now. These guys have all got a nice little distance between each other, though. Man, I was so confused when I saw that trader, but it all makes sense now. Sake Brewery coming down in the area as well for the Matsuri. Do we not have any yatai out? And we got 1 yatai out over here. At least 2, maybe? Yeah, 2 up the back here. He's probably got a 3rd then. There'd have to be a 3rd. You'd be crazy not to have a 3rd yatai. Let's check in over on that south side. Okay, how's Core doing? He's picking up relics. Okay, so relic number 1 is on the way. Relic number 2 is coming back as well. Relic number 3 has been picked up. He's having himself a good game. A nice, early, strong game here. Age up for Averley, going to be on the way shortly as well, so keep an eye out for that. He's got that second TC, so the economy is going to be quite strong. Crackety also aging up here as well, so we'll check in with him and see how he's doing. Going for the Golden Horn Tower. Beautiful spot for a Golden Horn Tower as well. Can we just talk about that? That is lovely. Overlooking the one of the volcanoes. We've got a lot of volcanoes here. It's Chasmoclific. And where do we go from here? Cavalier number starting to build. A unit that we haven't really seen much of in recent times. Sorry, have I been calling it the Cavalier? The Chevalier, excuse me. Where am I getting Cavalier from? Cavalier is probably... Is that something... Is that from like Red Alert or something like that? Cavalier. Cuirassier. Maybe that's where I'm doing it. Anyway, High Trade House is coming up as well for Scattered Brained. So players just looking to transition into Castle Ages at this stage. No one really looking to overcommit to units. Well, I say that, and then you see the base of CSO. He is definitely going to be targeting someone down. The question's going to be, who is it? Who is going to be the #1 victim? I think you could probably justify going towards the north, up towards Sass. I don't think this would be a bad idea, just because he's gone Castle Age. There's not going to be that overmaking of units just yet. Down towards the south. Radari. And the Wallalo unsuccessful. Scatterbrained hitting the Castle Age as well. Finally now completing that High Trade House. Only 26. Not the highest number. Ville's going to go down, and we've got aggression coming out already. Interesting that Crackety comes down here. Wallalo attempt on this position. I don't know whether or not you can convert these hero units, but to be honest, I probably wouldn't want to stay around and find out. A little bit of trouble in Paradise here for Core early on. Aggression underneath that town center for Zerton. Ville's still getting chased around here. Lance is now coming out as well. He should be able to hold for the moment, but an interesting decision by Crackety to be coming down here towards the south. Probably the right call, actually. You know, Crackety saying, hey, you've got enough to focus on El Yona. I'm going to let you do your thing. I'm going to take out this guy instead. Probably a smart move in this situation. It's a lot of villagers that are out here. Step Redoubt could be coming to assist them. Another Wallalo attempt. Gonna try and get it off. Not gonna be able to find it. Just a couple seconds he needed right there. Back towards that north side. More units coming out, but there is an age up. Istanbul Imperial Palace is gonna be arriving here for CSO. So not looking to go too aggressive in that feudal age. In fact, we're seeing almost every player now transitioning into the Castle Age. There is a single player that remains in feudal for the moment. It's Zerton. No sign that he's looking to age up just yet. He's kind of stacking up those resources, though. Plenty of villages on gold. Second outpost also looking to come up on that gold. So very much wanting to make sure that everybody's going to be safe and okay over there. How are we doing? What age ups have we gone? Military wing here. So eco wing into military wing. Interesting decisions. Very dangerous and bold, but 2 TCs better than 1. Sacred Site also getting picked up here as well by Core. He's had a lot of presence on this south side of the map. You can see him picking up relics as well. I wonder exactly how much of this map he's seen. Let's take a look and see. Quite a bit when it comes to his side of the map, but unfortunately the Scholar goes down. There's still some relics that he is missing. I don't know whether or not he can see that through the fog, but there's still plenty down here. Another one that he has missed, and another one that he can't see. So there's 3 relics that are still down towards this south side that he's yet to spot out. Of course, we've still got relics dotted around the map, but just not yet picked up. Let's do a little bit of a king check. See how everyone's doing on their kings. King still standing in the single landmark here for Zerton. King up towards the town center here, just hanging out at the moment for CSO. Same thing over towards this top side. We can hear units clashing. There was clashing going on. I could hear them charging. And now the South Sacred Site gets picked up. So we've had a very slow early game. 15 minutes into this game, nothing's really happened. Nothing's really progressed yet. There's been very small skirmishes, but definitely no fighting. No battering rams made. Zerton finally reaching the Castle Age as well. Which way did he go? And it looks like he's gone to the Heavy Spearman. So this is definitely going to favor players like Averley. Because, number 1, everyone's still alive. Number 2, he's gone for that second TC play. Number 3, he's got the Imperial Age about to come out from the Kaganet Palace. So all he's really going to need to do is just start making things like Mangadai or Keshiks, and then he's just going to be able to steamroll. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the next 10 minutes have a really fun time. So we'll keep an eye out for him and see exactly what his plan is. Meanwhile, towards that east side, Crackety could be thinking about going towards Imperial as well. He's looking to put down more Varangian strongholds, but those crossbow numbers continue to build. And now finally we see Zertan putting down the second landmark at the 16-minute mark here. He's got a bit of a tough spot because he can't really go into pilgrims because these sacred sites are in awkward spots compared to where he is. Averley also reaching the Imperial Age. And now more town centers coming down for CSO in the north. I'm impressed that players have been able to hold for so long that no one's looking to fight just yet. I mean, Crackety's probably doing the most fighting out of everybody. No success on the conversion. War elephants are starting to come out. In fact, multiple war elephants making their way across the map here. Core could be looking for blood. Obviously, it's a very slow, methodical movement. Let's check in over on that west side. Keshiks are going to start coming into play here. Everybody's starting off slow. I did not think this would be the game for it, but Core now being chased away. Do we see another town center coming down from Core? Could be a smart idea for him to maybe focus a little bit more on that economy. Obviously, not playing the Holy Roman Empire, so definitely not as easy to do here. All units now making his way towards that town center. Have we got any action? It doesn't look like we've got any action on the map just yet. That's a lot of units, though. Are these... This is... Why do these spears look like this? Why do they... Why do these spears... Are these bugged? What is this? Why do they look like militia? Is it meant to be like this? That doesn't look right. I don't think I've ever seen... It says that they've got a spear. Why do they look like axemen? Rust spears have an axe? When did rust spears get an axe? We'll worry about the game. We gotta sort this situation out. Drongo, this has been in the game for months, man. I guess we don't watch enough Roost games. I don't cast enough Roost games to know. When did that happen? A few patches ago? Bro. Why are they called spearmen then? This is not spearmen. I feel like I'm being lied to. I mean, technically, they've got like a little spear on the top, so maybe you're right. Maybe we could call them spearmen. Probably a smart move as well to be investing so heavily in spearmen, considering the entire lobby is just basically going cavalry at this point. Now, Radari chasing back the villagers once again. Walls starting to come up on the south. Definitely the smart move here for Crackety. Look at the unit numbers as well. Spears making their way underneath the town center. A lot of damage going to come out here as they try and probably 3 or 4 shot that TC. Not going to be happening. Spears going to be turning around, and we've got our first bit of action for this game as El Yona is under attack. Scatterbrained with only spears forces away all of this cavalry, says camels get out of here. Meanwhile, over towards the east, we've got more spears coming out. It's the Ayyubids coming out here for Crackety, chasing away all of these elephants. Meanwhile, in the west, the numbers continue to build. We can hear those Abbasid villagers screaming and crying as they are being destroyed. King jumping out. Vill's now going to look for repairs. Not going to happen. Jumped back inside immediately. Spearman number for Scatterbrain still pretty good here. 47 spears. Not a bad amount, and looks like there might be blood in the water as the sharks begin to circle. Keep your eye out on... Oh my god, look how big the Quick Power is. At Germida on the south number, looking very solid here for Crackety, up to 35. Also got those crossbows out. What a beautiful combo here by Crackety in this FFA lobby. And now, Camel Archers, Camel Riders rather, looking to... I take it back, they're Camel Archers. Well, a little attempt on the south. No units here, he's just attracting attention. Not able to find anything. And back towards that topside. King is safely inside the fortress, but not for long. Averley, he's looking impressive in this game. Spears were forced back towards the main base. How are we doing on this north side? Army just chilling out for the moment. Everybody looking to siege down the fortress here. It could be first blood here right now. Averley in Imperial Age. But have a look at this as the Sipahi going to come straight for the Hui Pow. I don't know whether or not it's going to matter, as unfortunately the Hui Pow goes down, but with that, the king is exposed, and Zertan, with the worst spawn in the game, gets knocked out first, as we successfully predicted. All right, that's 10 points for us. Good job, guys. Well done. I mean, this was... I'm sorry, Zertan. This was just a real tough spawn, brother. It was just a consequence of, like, everybody... And this is one of those interesting things. I feel like this is something that they could study, dude. It's like, we have a bias as humans. Whenever we spawn in an FFA lobby, we want to move our vills in a single direction and bring them all over there. And my question is, like, how do you determine where the best FFA spots are? You know, somebody like Corvinus probably knows the answer to this, because he gets, like, consistently good spots. There's got to be, like, obviously there's some RNG to it, but there's also got to be a method to it. Like, if we look here, you would say, okay, people have moved north, right? Like, they've naturally all gone north. Like, you may have had 4 villagers that were down here and 1 villager that was up here, and you brought everybody up to build your TC here, that sort of thing, right? Like, everyone's doing it. So the thing is, you say, okay, so we should just go south then, right? But that's not how it works. The brain doesn't work like that, because you get in here and you assess the situation, the data that you've got, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go north. I'm going to go south. I'm going to go east. So, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting topic. Definitely, like, towards the corners make a lot of sense. That was something that I always avoided whenever I was playing FFA. I would always look towards, like, these middle parts of the map that you'd get, just because it's like, okay, you're less likely to be with somebody in the corner. You've got yourself a bit of space. Okay, a little bit of conflict on this south side. Core needs to hold on here. He's got those relics ready to go. Another Wallalow attempt potentially. First of the Tughlag forts are up. He's gone for the triple relic pickup. Core gonna try and hold on with the assistance of religion. Nothing for the moment. Just giving a little bit of a brag out here. He says, I've got more relics than all of you. King now on the run. That's what he was looking to do. Cover the king. Get him to a bit of a better position. And now, where's the army here? So I feel like Avely's making a bit of a mistake. I think he could absolutely just roll over the top of this lobby if he wanted to. Would he be able to take out this many units? Probably not, actually. That's a lot of Janissaries in here. Maybe he's making the right call for the moment. How we doing back here? All right, next person who's getting eliminated. Scatterbrained. I'm sorry, my brother. I mean, to be fair, it's probably CSO, though. I feel like this army is going to be coming for him. Checking back in on that east side, though. Nice combination coming out from Crackety. Adding in quite a bit of cavalry, and we hear those relics once again getting picked up. Core saying, okay, come on, let's flex him a little bit. He's got 6 relics, by the way. Keep that in mind. Huge amount. Well, technically, sorry, 8 relics. That's a lot of relics. He's done well to pick that many up. But now we got a lot of units towards the north. It looks like Sass finally looking to get excited here. Shinobi, throw the grenades. Make a connection with a couple of these axemen. I will never call these spearmen again. These are axemen. And now hovering around the backside, you can see him. Alyona just looking. Where is it? Where's that king kill? Where's that king? He wants it. Check back in on the south. Town center going to be going down here. But the main focus is back towards this position. Got villagers keep coming down. Idle units for now. And with the loss of a landmark, let's see whether or not that triggers players. We can see definitely movement from Avely down towards that direction. Let's ride on board with him and see what he sees. Does he know that this is happening right now? Probably not. This is going to be going down, though. Get ready for the king to come out. There's some camels down here. He could look for the snipe. King going to be on the ground unless he pops him out a little bit early. There's the king out. He tries to go for the snipe. Manages to find it as well. Alyona picks up the first kill of his Outback Octagon journey today. At least I think this is his first kill. I don't remember seeing an Alyona kill before, but I may be wrong. Now the question is whether he is next. Scatterbrain does get taken out. And now Alyona on the defense. He's got camels, which will definitely assist him here, but there's a lot of spears on the enemy side. Sass now beginning to push down with quite a force. More and more units rallying in on the defense. The camel's going to try and continue to kite back here. And Avely, what's going on? He's looking to just max out. I think that's his play. He wants to max out before... I mean, he's got a lot of resources in the bank. I don't think you need to really be maxing out here. I think you just need to be going and fighting. And that's exactly what he's going to do. A little bit of a force down here to the south. Maybe a bit of a 2v1. He's potentially aware. You can see he's going to pop that king ability again. Sees the location of these kings. He sees units underneath these town centers. Does he make a decision to make his way over here? Oh, we got ourselves an Imperial Age Seagate Castle. Not something that you always see. A Seagate Castle. It's definitely an investment. Let's just put it that way. It's a beautiful landmark, but unfortunately, yeah, in these Outback Octagons, it's rare that you see trade become relevant. Alyona now. under a lot of pressure here. A lot of units remaining inside his base. Samurai number looking pretty decent. And towards the south, the Chiral Savant comes out for Crackety as he begins to build in this lobby. 167 population up against Core on 98. It's just one of those things. I don't know, man. It feels like the Tughlag dynasty is really struggling in these FFA games. We have not seen them have one good performance yet. We've seen players like Marine Lord with them. We've seen players like Beastie with them. And yet still not being able to find a way through. Yet what's interesting is Mongols always seem to have a good performance. Nothing on the Wallalol. But now we got ourselves a little bit of a 2v1. Another Wallalol attempt underneath to try and hold this out. He gets a conversion on a handful of units. He's got more where that came from. You interested? You want some? You gonna bite? He goes for it. He's got a 2v1 and he's looking to try and turn it. There's some units stuck at Germidas. He's going to call them his own. He takes another 5 off his opponents as the defense continues. Anybody else for a Wallalol? You want some? We got plenty of them. Meanwhile, towards that top side, more units are migrating out. Town center still under pressure from Elyona. Or rather, Elyona's town center still under pressure. King safely in the Tughlag fort. 6,500 health on this bad boy, but he's managed to do it, at least for the moment. He holds them off. How we doing over here? Definitely feels like Aveli's game to lose at this stage. The question's just going to be about whether or not he decides to get up and active. I think he almost needs to channel his inner... I was going to say Zap Brannigan, but that's the wrong series. I'm thinking The Simpsons... What was the name? Rainier Wolfcastle, I want to say. Up and Adam. No, it's Up and Adam. Up and Adam. He needs to get up. He needs to get at them. That's what he needs to do. And that's exactly what he's going to do now, beginning to make his way out. Plenty of units across this map. Up and at them. Sorry. Sometimes you just got to really get it going. Oh, we got the Japanese samurai. They get this bonus attack that's coming through, the Yumi. But unfortunately, this is a really big force now from CSO. Definitely not going to be able to hold against this. All the Janissary on the back teeing off. I love this unit. Can we just talk about how gorgeous this unit is? Look at the color of the coats. The elite upgraders come through and they just are so damn good, dude. Oh, what is that scroll bar? There's a scroll bar over there. Don't worry, I'm going to let our developers on the back end fix that up. I guess technically they could put anything in there that they wanted. So, yeah, we'll just leave that scroll bar there for now. Excuse me and excuse my scroll bar. You'll have to ignore it for now. It's going to be hard to ignore that scroll bar, though. Let's check in on the south. How does Core potentially pull out a victory here? He gets left alone. Hopes that he's able to snipe out a king. We do have movement on this king. Excuse me. We do have kings. Oh, God. Oh, I'm struggling. Where do I look? We look up here. We missed it. Sorry. I mean, we kind of knew it was going down. Excuse me. Excuse my scroll bar. Sorry. I'm getting distracted here by the scroll bar. Blame Core, all right? Blame Core, guys. Okay, so King is still moving. This is a dangerous move of this King, but definitely the right call to try and get him to the back here. Now, this gets spotted out by Aveli. Aveli sees that, hold on a minute, there is a King that is undefended, but there's also a King that is defended. 15 Vils jumping inside. Where's the King? The King's at the back here. There's no real way for him to get to it. Could he potentially... I don't think... No. Oh... It looks like you can get through there. He puts the foul. Oh, we can hit it from there. Oh, there's no way. Oh, there's absolutely no way. The horse archers, the Rus horse archers. Oh, the Rus horse archer. With 7.75 tiles of range, snipes the King through the gap. Good night, Prince. CSO, gone. Holy moly. Wallalol over towards the east, gonna get sniped out. He's looking for another one, another big one, not finding it. Goes again. He's trying to hold on the top. Mango, oh no, he's not. Oh my lord, it was so close. He almost made it connect. That one was seconds, half a second, 0.2 of a second away right there, but not able to find it. And now Core sits on 7 military units against a Crackety who is currently here on 80 military unit population. Good luck to him. That's an uphill battle right there if there's ever been one. The single Tughlag fort. So a longbow is 7 range, yes. For anybody wondering, a longbow is 7 range, but they also get silk bowstrings, which increases them up to, what is it, 8.5, I want to say? Whereas this is, like, is it a base of 7 and they go up to 7.75? Okay, it took him a while. It took him a while, but it looks like he's coming online. Castle of the Crows going to get thrown down here, town center. Going to do a little bit of blocking while it can. Castle of the Crow almost certainly going to come up. Whether or not it's going to make a difference, though. Meanwhile, towards the south, looks like Core could be... How many steps would you like, Core? And Core just responds, all of the steps. All of the steps. Back towards that north side. King still in the town center. Imperial Age is through for sass here. Another Wallalol on the Castle of 1,000 Steps. That's what you'd call that. You've got the Tughlag fort, and then you've got the Tughlag fort. King out, King dead. He gets another one, and Averley now starting to take over this lobby. It took him some time to put the car into gear, but once he got it, he's there. Okay, now, question. Is the King going to be able to get down these stairs in time to get to the second Tughlag fort? This is an impressive Tughlag. I don't think we've ever seen this many steps on a Tughlag fort. Do you think there's a world where you could put this Tughlag fort over here and just like have the steps go all the way down? I like to think that there is a world where that could happen. But this is not the one. It's a slow and steady crawl. Slowly the Kairos manages to burn the fire. There's the King. He's gone for a bit of a run. No space. No space. Runs into the town center. See you later. See you later. Where are the units for Averley? He's got a whole bunch of idle vills. More units making their way down here. And I think this is going to be a classic case, excuse me, of a cleanup. He's going to attempt. I like the Radari snipe. Oh, that's smart. Use the Radari axe throw to snipe the Wallalol. I like that. That is super duper smart. And that never even triggered in my mind. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again we find ourselves in a end game position where one player has found themselves a little bit of isolation and has managed to really excel. And interestingly, it's with the Mongols once again. How do they keep getting away with it? How do they keep getting away with it? That is my question. Now, one interesting thing to note here is that Cole was realistically one of the first people to be attacked in this game. We saw a big attack coming out from him here by Krakety. Yet in the end, he may be the first, or rather the last to die. Both of the Kings spotted out. This one definitely quite safe. I don't think you're really getting to this. And now, once again, a Mongol, a runaway Mongol. What makes the Mongols so strong at high-level FFA? I want to know. Wallalol attempt, not going to happen. No chance. Oh, that's a King! Oh, he's doing a little bit of a bait right there, but unfortunately, he is a master at it, and it means that Averley's going to have to give him a little bit longer. There he goes. Averley picking up points this game. Not only does he get the kill on Core, he's now sitting at 400 population as well, picks himself up another point. And at this stage of the game, I mean, there are so many ways that he could end this. He could go take sacred sites. He could just type in the chat, hey bro, I'm 400 pop, please resign. And, well, I think at that point, Krakety would just have to... Krakety would just have to agree. Krakety surrenders. He's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's over. Honestly, smart move by Krakety. There's no way you're coming back from that. That is a huge Mongol force. Good game. Well played to Averley. In the end, we were able to pick them both. We got the first eliminated, we got the winner, and Averley takes the cake with another Mongols victory. How many Mongol victories will there be? It is an impressive amount that we've seen. So the 2TC was a very strong opening there from Averley. He was one of the only players to go for it. We saw the Abbasids also did it. Ilyona, he went for the 2TC despite the fact he was amongst so many players. In the end, it was potentially the death of him. Whereas for Ilyona, or rather for Averley, he was able to convert it into a victory. So well played to him. Let's take a look at the scoreboard as we move into the third week of Outback Octagon. Now, keep in mind, this is Game 16. This is the last game for Week 2, so everybody has played their games. This scoreboard is up to date as of the end of this week. Let's take a look. So, we've got leading the scoreboard, we've got Corvinus 1 on 36 points. The next closest to him is Demu on 22, Puppy Paw on 21, Beastie on 18, and Averly, after that last game, up on 17 points. Core on 15, Donati on 14, and Vortex on 14 as well, rounding out our top 8. We've still got some players down the bottom end of the board who are yet to get up there, but there's still plenty of time left. Keep in mind, when it comes to the Outback Octagon, we've got our first 4 weeks, which are group stage, so these players will be fighting amongst themselves. And then, of course, once we get to the finals, it'll be the top 16 that will face off on the first day. They'll carry over half of their points into those semi-final stages. And then from there, once they've played their semi-final games, whoever's got the most points, or at least the 8 players that have got the most points, will be the players that go on through to the finals, where points will reset back to 0. So, anyway, we leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the games this week. They were good, fun games this week. We had some amazing games, some amazing plays. We'll leave it there, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.